What's going on, your boy Yo Scruggs? Let's talk about it. Big topic of discussion lately in hip hop has been the beef that's going on. You got J. Cole versus Kendrick. You got Drake versus Kendrick. You got Future, Metro Boomin, and the list goes on and on and on. Let me say this off rip. Simba, since you diss Nas, you ain't got the right to be dissing nobody. Stick to being an underground rapper. Get your weight up, and then maybe you can get in the discussion. Got the nerve to be disrespecting Nas like you that man. You only known for internet freestyles. But that's the story for another day. As far as Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, the big three as they call it, well as J. Cole call it, I think this is what happened with J. Cole. First of all, J. Cole really made a bad move making the diss record in the first place if you wasn't fully having your heart into it, because now you look worse than if you would have said nothing at all. You can't come into this is what weird about the J. Cole thing is. I've never heard Kendrick refer to them as the big three. I've never heard Drake refer to them as the big three. I've only heard J. Cole say it. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all can correct me. I don't know them three catalog and all their songs like I know my generation, or like Nas and Jay-Z and all them. But anyway, my thing with J. Cole is once you decide that you want to jump into beef and make a rap record, a rap beef song, you can't then come back and rescind it and say, my bad, I apologize, and then big up and give props to the guy that you dissed. Maybe you could do that a year from now, 2 years from now, after y'all done went through the battle. You see Nas and Jay is cool now. You've seen people have battles, and then I know MC Shan said him and KRS-One, they've pieced it up since then. So as time go on, yeah, you could go back and say that, but you can't do it and then 1 week later be like, you know what, my bag, man. But I'm gonna tell you what I think will happen with J. Cole. Now, I don't have no inside information. I'm not academics to nobody. I think this will happen. I think J. Cole got wind that Rick Ross and Kendrick and all these other people was going to start dropping these diss records at Drake, and I think he kind of got word, either directly or indirectly, figured out for himself, well, I don't want to catch any strays that's coming for Drake looking like I'm standing next to him and I'm his homie, because we just did first person shooter together. So I'm gonna gracefully bow out because I ain't really in it to be in it that deep. And the thing with war, you can't be in war and be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And when I say war, I know this ain't like literal war, like, you know, like Israel or whatever. But, you know, if you gonna be in it, you gotta be all the way in it. If your heart not really in it, you shouldn't have said nothing at all. Or you gotta be all the way in it. And I think that's a bad look on J. Cole part, because it almost looked like he wanted to smoke, and then when he realized it was more smoke than he thought it was gonna be, he kind of like, oh, I don't want this, let me get out. Which is fine if you don't want to battle. But I think the fact that he dropped the diss record and then backed out of it make it look like, wow, I didn't realize the water was gonna be this deep. I just wanted to go for a friendly swim. So that's that. As far as Drake, everybody's saying, well, it's 20 versus 1, all these people coming at Drake. Again, this is me. I have no dog in this fight. I pretty much J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, they all about equal to me, because like I said, that I'm not a diehard fan of any of them. I'm on the outside looking in. I know they music, but I don't know they music to that extent like I know a Nas or a Jay-Z or a Wu-Tang. But I think I get the vibe from Drake that Drake is one of them dudes that's behind the scene. Like, now, depending on how you feel about this, I feel like Drake is one of them dudes behind the scene, and it usually feel like it's revolving around women. He's that dude that'll hear you talk about a woman, bad or good, and then he'll run behind your back and tell that woman some of the things you're saying, and then he'll also DM your woman, and his way of war is, well, I'm gonna get at your chick. Or even if he ain't trying to get at war with you, he's just one of them dudes that I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get this woman, and I don't care if it come between me and another man. And I think, and I also feel like, you know, Drake is also half the J word, you know, the J and with ish word, and they got a lot of power in the industry. And I think a lot of people forget that. And I think behind the scenes, maybe Drake does a lot of stuff to use his power and his unique position of being the J ish word. And I think a lot of artists are fed up that he was doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, a lot of stuff that we probably we'll never know or whatever. And I think a lot of these artists are just fed up with that. That's another part. Plus, too, when you the top dog like Drake, and when I say the top dog, that, you know, I know some people say, well, he ain't my top dog. I'm just saying, as far as popularity, record sales, money, he's the top rapper right now. So a lot of people also might just be jealous. Like, well, look, heavy is the head that wears the crown. If you at the top, we coming for you, because even if it ain't personal, it's time for somebody else to be on that top spot, or we just don't like you because you're on that top spot. So I think it could be one of those 3 or 4 things, or it could be a combination of some of them things. But either way, I like the diss record Drake did to everybody. I like the song Kendrick got with Future and Metro Boomin. That song was dope. The J. Cole record I thought was good. So we'll see where it goes. As I'm recording this, the Drake disc came out a few days ago, so we haven't heard back from Kendrick yet. So we'll see where it goes. I know some people are like, well, J. Cole did the right thing because maybe it could leak out into the streets. I don't see that, because from my understanding, like I said, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick, they're not, they not dudes that's really gonna take it to the streets like that. Now, the thing that comes in play with that is all 3 of them got some diehard fans. So maybe you got fans that's gonna amp up the set and try to take it there, or you got people that's in a crews that's gonna amp up the set and try to take it there. But even with that, I don't see it getting to that level. But I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I think this is definitely something that'll stay on wax. And maybe them dudes won't be friends, but I don't think it'll spill out into the streets. I think, this ain't like a drill rapper beef where that goes down. So hey, like everybody else, I'm a fan. I ain't got a dog in the fight. Like I said, I probably definitely listen to Kendrick and Drake more than I have J. Cole. But like I said, again, I'm just, as a fan, sitting back waiting to see what happens. So leave a comment, leave a message, let me know what you think. Who you think gonna come out the victor on top? Or do you think they all gonna win in the end? Or maybe, 2 of them gonna win, 1 win, or whatever. How you think it's gonna go? Leave a comment, leave a message. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Your boy O Scruggs. Peace.